Breaking. This one affects every household in America. Housing costs are straining young families. Childcare is taking a painful bite out of budgets. Grocery prices still sting at checkout. And gas just hit $4 a gallon. Time. But according to a powerful new piece from Time magazine, we have been missing half the story. I am Webb. Welcome to CarePlay Universe News. Let us get into it. As reported by Time magazine, economist Arindrajit Dubey, Provost Professor of Economics at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, makes a compelling argument. If we are serious about making life affordable for working families, we need to talk about the other side of the equation, paychecks. Over the past 45 years, wage growth for most Americans has been halting at best, often failing to keep up with the country's overall economic gains. Time. That is the core point. We talk endlessly about what things cost, but rarely enough about what people earn. And that gap? That is where millions of families are getting crushed. The defining economic story of 2026 is the disconnect between cooling inflation and rising costs. USA News Independent. Even with inflation numbers looking better on paper, the lived experience for working families tells a very different story. I want to hear from you. Drop your answer in the comments. Do you feel like your paycheck is keeping up with what life actually costs right now? Yes or no? Let us know. Your reality matters. Here is what makes this moment particularly urgent. 50% of Americans say they fear that the rising cost of living will prevent them from meeting their financial goals this year. And in 2025, the rising cost of living was the #1 reason people fell short of those same goals. Journal of Accountancy. This is not an abstract policy debate. The gap between rising costs and household resilience is especially large for families with lower incomes, who face cost pressures nearly 3 times greater than those of high-income earners. University of Wisconsin. 3 times greater. That is who we are talking about. Working families, young parents, first-generation earners trying to build something real. And that brings me to something close to my heart. At CarePath Family Initiative, our Greater Boston nonprofit, we provide wraparound programs designed to meet families where they are. Workforce readiness, youth development, family support. Because when wages are stagnant and costs keep climbing, families need more than good advice. They need real, structured pathways forward. That is what CarePath is built to do. Second question, and think carefully about this one. What is one thing you believe would make the biggest difference for working families right now? Wages, childcare, housing, or something else? Leave it below. These conversations shape real policy. Here is what I need from you before you go. Hit that like button. It tells the algorithm this story deserves to be seen. Subscribe to CarePlay Universe News so you never miss a story that matters to your community. Comment below. Your perspective adds something this conversation cannot have without you. And if you want to support families on the ground right now, visit carepathinit.org to learn about our work and make a donation. Every contribution helps CarePath Family Initiative show up for the communities that need it most. The cost of living crisis is real, but so is the solution. And it starts with having honest conversations, building real wages, and investing in the programs and people who close the gap. This is Webb. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we will see you in the next one.